Welcome to New Independence Network. Hello, everybody. Let's talk about Hillary Clinton to get things started. Hillary Clinton, everyone's making a big deal. Yeah, it's monumental. The first woman to get nominated for president in a major party. I'm over that right away. She's been in the public eye. She's held so many offices for so many years. Okay, 25 years she's been in politics. She's a career politician. Fine. I don't care about your gender. I care about what you do. But what makes me care about your gender is when you use your gender and pretend like you're not using your gender. That's what Hillary Clinton does. All this talk about Hillary, how independent she is and how strong she is. She's done so much for herself and she's made such a huge career. Okay. All right, so let's find out. When did Hillary Clinton do what she did? Well, let's think about this. She married Bill Clinton in 1975, right? She was what? 19 years old? 29 years old? 29? Yeah, 29 years old. She married Bill Clinton. Roughly, okay? The next year after she married Bill Clinton, he became the Attorney General of Arkansas. Where are you going with this? Let me preface it before I get into the details of it by saying this. Everything Hillary Clinton has done in her life, in her career, she either owes it to a man or to pretending like she's weak. Everything Hillary Clinton has done in her career is either because of a man or because she's played weak. What are you saying? I'll spell it out for you. Bill Clinton was elected the Attorney General of Arkansas in 1978. Or I'm sorry, in 1976, the year after he married Hillary Clinton. Hillary started getting jobs because of Bill Clinton being the Attorney General. She got her jobs because of him. She couldn't even pass the bar in D.C. She had to pass it in Arkansas. Bill Clinton became the governor in 1978, 2 years later, after being the AG in 1976. Then she gets her job with Rose Law Firm, again, riding on Bill's coattails. If it was not for Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton would not have what she has today. None of it. Because every kind of power position Bill got, she used that power position. She rode on his coattails. This independent, strong woman rode on his coattails to benefit from that and get jobs because of who Bill knew and what strings Bill could pull. Not based on what she could do, is what Bill could do for her. Then Bill runs for president. And she's still riding his coattails. Yeah, she sure had to work while she had the job. But I mean, it's much harder to lose a job when your husband's the governor. But Bill runs for president. And she's going along with him as the doting wife. I love when she came on TV and she said, "I'm not going to stand by my man like Tammy Wynette." But that's in fact exactly what she did. Because now you have a woman whose husband cheated on her. Not just once. Numerous times. He has a history of cheating on his wife. Extensive history. If you've ever seen the movie Primary Colors or read the book, that is an insider's view. It was Ezra Klein, I believe, wrote that. Insider's view of the Clintons. That is the Clintons. It's based on true story. They've changed some names and identities to protect the people in the book. But they are who they are. They all represent somebody in that movie. You can go online and find that. I've seen that before where you can see who is who in Primary Colors and who are they supposed to represent. And those movies are what the Clintons are. So Bill was cheating on his wife then. before he even ran for president. While he was trying to run, he cheated on her before that. Over and over again. If she was, pardon me, if she was a strong, independent woman, a pure feminist, would she have stayed with her husband who was cheating on her endlessly? Would she have stayed? The answer to that question is no. If she were a strong feminist, the way feminists, liberal feminists, are supposed to be, true feminism, you're independent, you stand up for yourself, you don't tolerate what a man does, okay? You can make it on your own. That's what they say. You don't need a man. We can make it on our own. Why didn't she leave Bill Clinton then? He cheated on her. Why didn't she leave him? She should have. If she was so good at what she does, if she was so smart, so intelligent, so brilliant, so driven, why didn't she leave? Make it happen herself. Because she needed Bill. Because she needed the man to get her there. Look, I have all the respect in the world for strong, educated women who earn their bones. And I understand that people always get help. But you know what? If you want to be treated like a man, if you want to be treated equal, or treated like a woman who's made it her own way, you ask those women, how'd you get where you got? And they say, I worked hard, I did this, and you know what? I want to thank this person for helping me do my job. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have what I have today. She never says that. She talks about Bill, and they talk about each other like husband and wife, like my dear supportive husband, which was nothing of the sort. But it's all to paint a picture that she did it herself and he was just there behind the scenes helping her. No. If it was not for Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton would not exist today to the level that we know her. Would never happen. She owes it all to Bill. And if she were so independent, she would have left him a long time ago, struck out on her own, ran for office on her own, but she didn't do that. She said, I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to stick with it. She's like Rod Tidwell from Jerry Maguire. If I have to ride your ass like Zorro, you're going to show me the money. And that's what she wanted to do. She wanted Bill to show her the money. She's like one of those women who's married to a guy who's wealthy, who she knows is a philanderer, and they don't really have sex anymore. It's a very empty marriage, but she sticks with him because she's waiting for him to die so she can inherit his money. Oh, we know people like that. That's what Hillary Clinton is. She's basically waiting for Bill to die, or is waiting for his career to die so she could have her own career. And once Bill got out of office, there goes Hillary's career. Okay, his presidency is dead. Now it's my turn. Because I can't do it by myself. I need a man to help me. So what does she do? She goes to run for senator in New York. Oh, okay. Forget the fact that she's from Arkansas. She's only lived in New York for 6 months at the time, I think it was? Something silly. Very short time. Yeah, sure. But liberals will bend rules because that's what liberals do. A constitution is just a constitution. Like New Jersey, their constitution with Torricelli, who was found guilty of crimes and kicked off the ticket. And then they end up putting Lautenberg on there, even though the New Jersey Constitution says you can't do that in the middle of an election. They did it anyway, and the liberals in New Jersey violate the Constitution. Liberals. But Hillary Clinton, it's okay. You're from New York. Yeah, sure. I know you're from Arkansas. Your whole life's lived in Arkansas, but okay, for all time. We want to win, so we're going to say you're from New York. So she was going up against Lazio. Now, she already has Bill's name she's using. We already established she's riding Bill's coattails. This is where she played weak. More than once, by the way. More than once. But here's the first instance that I can recall. During a debate, Rick Lazio comes out. They're discussing, and he wants her to sign a pledge. I believe it was like a campaign financing pledge or some kind of pledge. And he walked from his podium to her podium to present her with the pledge and said, I want you to sign this right here, right now. It was a dumb move by Lazio because the optics didn't look good. But if you watched it, Hillary played that up. She looked scared. She looked timid. She kind of leaned away from Lazio a little bit, all to give the impression that she was going to be attacked. And that's what she did. She played the weak card. And the feminists went, "Oh, terrible, Lazio attacking Hillary Clinton." He walked over to hand her some paper. It was terrible. He attacks her because she's a woman. He's taking advantage of her because she's a woman. Yeah, that's what she did. So Hillary played it hook, line, and sinker all the way to the end. She said, hell yeah, I'm going to play that card. I'm going to pretend like I'm frail and scared. That's what she did. Yeah, she played hook, line, and sinker. So she played weak. And because of her being weak, that helped tip the scales in her favor during the election. Oh, Lazio was a bully. Poor Hillary, the poor flower, the poor innocent flower, Hillary Clinton. There you go. That's instance number one that I can recall. Now let's fast forward. Okay? She's running against Barack Obama, so she wins as a senator. Surprise, surprise. Plus her husband was just got over being president. How about that? How about that? So you have a former president campaigning for you, who's your husband, whose coattails you've ridden so far. You already play the weak female card, so you can scare people away from voting for Lazio and get their sympathies. And now you're senator. She didn't do anything as senator, but she was senator. Now she's going to run for president in 2008 against Barack Obama. Well, the DNC clearly wanted Barack Obama because they wanted the black vote. I mean, they love to use blacks anyway to get their votes. They love to use minorities, anybody with disabilities. They will use you as much as possible, and then they will kick you aside when they're done, once they've won. I'll say that a million times because it's true. But they wanted to, okay, get the black vote. Got to use Barack Obama. So they kind of were pushing Hillary aside. This was supposed to be her time. But she kept fighting. Right? And what was one of the ways she fought? What was one of the ways she fought? Do you remember? When things were getting really difficult, she sat there in a little room on a couch with a bunch of different women and, of course, the media. And she said, this is hard. You know, it's really hard. And she cries. And she cries. Oh, poor Hillary. And there, she's trying to gin up the sympathy card. Oh, poor Hillary. Poor you. Poor innocent woman. Poor frail. No, which one is it? Is she tough woman or is she frail? Oh, everyone has their sensitive side. Other people cry too. They don't cry because the campaign's too hard. They cry over the loss of a life or a national disaster. They show a little emotion talking about those who've died, but not because your campaign's tough, not because a man is fighting you hard in a campaign. Please. Hillary Clinton is a fraud. She's a fraud. She's pretending to be this tough woman. She's not. She puts on a facade. Now she's running again. So she loses to Barack Obama. So she still can't beat him. She still can't beat him. DNC, of course, they love Barack. They kind of throw her under the bus, kick her to the curb, and say, we want Obama because we want to get the black vote. That was the whole purpose. So they get that. Now she's going to run again. Oh, wait, no, let's stop. She becomes the what? She becomes the Secretary of State. She got that position. Did she earn it? No. She was given the job by Barack Obama for two reasons. One, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. He figures if I give her a position in my cabinet, she won't try to run against me again in 2012 in the primary. Okay. Two, keep her out of the way. If I make her Secretary of State, she's going to travel all over the world. She's not going to be here. I won't have to hear her. I won't have to see her. She can't go on the media and talk about me. because she's under my thumb. So she owes that to a man. She owes that job to a man. And instead of saying, I'm going to do it myself, she falls for it hook, line, and sinker, says, yes, because this is going to help my bona fides. I'm going to go in there and become Secretary of State. I can put that on my resume. She was terrible at it. It's a disaster. Again, left of her own devices, she's a disaster. Now she leaves. She comes back, and she's going to run for office in this year, 2016. Right? She's running for office. And she's pretty much been running for 4 years. I mean, let's be honest. For the most part, she's running for 4 years. Secretary of State for 4, she's been running for 4, roughly. So, now she's running. And what's she doing? She's using Bill Clinton. Now she's repainting her image. Now she's this doting family woman, this mother, this grandmother, this friend of all, this sweet... Wait a minute, where is this strong woman? This fighter, this tough... No, now she's this nice, doting, sweet, loving, generous, kind woman. She's a grandmom. Really? Really? And what I ever notice is she always has to wear pantsuits. People say, oh, the pantsuit thing, don't get on the pantsuit thing. No. Let's just tap on this pantsuit thing. I'm saying something that I don't think I've heard anybody say before. Hillary Clinton's wearing pantsuits because, not because if she wears skirts, she's got cankles and looks bad. No, I'm not going there. She wears pantsuits because she wants to look more manly. Think about this. Think about it. She wants to look more manly. She wants to dress and appear. She's got the softer hair and the whole bit. She doesn't have a long hair anymore. She has the short hair. Right? When a woman, it's just terrible to sound this way, but a lot of women, not all of them, but there's a lot of women who, when they want to seem authoritative, they cut their hair short. And they get this real rigid, tight. Megyn Kelly did it. She had the real nice, pretty long hair. You know, a little bit of a sex appeal. She looked elegant, looked nice, right? She was still tough as nails. Okay? But then she got her hair cut short. She had this rigid, hard helmet head that women get. Why? Some women do that. Why do you have to? Represent who you are. Don't try to be what you think you should be. Represent who you are. For an entire career, Megyn Kelly all of a sudden has long hair, and all of a sudden she's back to short, real short, tight hair. Hillary Clinton did the same thing. She had long hair for the longest time. Now all of a sudden it's always short hair all the time. Short hair, business suit, pantsuits, kind of looking like a man. I'm not saying she is trying to be a man, and I'm not saying that men are better. I'm saying what Hillary Clinton is doing. And Hillary Clinton is playing the game. She's pretending. She's pretending that she's an independent woman. Because there are women out there who are strong, tough, hard as nails, people that I respect. I used to think Megyn Kelly was one of those. I did. Until she threw Roger Ailes under the bus because of an inappropriate hug. Inappropriate hug? Seriously? By whose definition inappropriate? What did he do? Did he grab your butt? Did he try to cop a feel? I find that specious, but that's a different point. I digress. I respect the women who are tough, who work hard, and I know several who go out there and they don't. Carly Fiorina, they don't make excuses. She goes, she works. If she doesn't do well and she gets fired, she explains why. This is what's going on. Hey, everyone gets fired at one time or another in their life. Everybody does. But the women who do that and work hard, I respect them tremendously. They're smart, intelligent, aggressive. That's great. And you own being a woman, and you're not afraid. Condoleezza Rice, she's fantastic. Fantastic. Totally self-made. Totally self-made. Educated. Earned her jobs. Well, she got the job from George Bush. She was appointed to the job. He was still her boss. It wasn't her husband on whose coattails she was riding. It wasn't her husband who was the president or an influential governor who was getting her a job. She earned it. Condi Rice earned it, and the liberals threw her under the bus all the time. Scathed this woman mercilessly, and she's still doing it. She's up at Stanford teaching. She earned that job. No one gave it to her. She earned it. Hillary Clinton, she was given. She was appointed by Obama. But she wouldn't have gotten there if she wasn't Clinton's wife. She wouldn't be Secretary of State if she wasn't Clinton's wife. It all stems from that. So don't pretend like you're tough. Don't pretend like you're this independent, strong woman when you're really not. When you're really not. That's my biggest problem with Hillary Clinton. And all these people praising her, it was so monumental. The first Fox News was absolutely ludicrous last night. Fox News, the first woman thing, the moment that, just like it was with Obama. Congratulations, I'm over it. It was more impressive to see Obama nominated than to see Hillary, because we all know that women can do it. We just haven't found the right one. There have been a lot of women that have run for president. A lot. Several. I listed a bunch. I can go back over it again real quick. But a bunch. From back in history. Jessie Benton Fremont, Victoria Woodhull, Belva Ann Lockwood, 12 different ones. Right? Pat Schroeder, Geraldine Ferraro. They've all run. Carly Fiorina this year. She ran. Didn't win, but she ran. Sarah Palin, she was a vice presidential nominee. There's a bunch. So we knew it was going to happen eventually. We just had to find the right woman. Hillary Clinton's not the right woman. She's far from it. She's the same as Barack Obama, and he's a disaster. He's a nightmare. It's that I'm not impressed. So with Obama's nomination, so okay, it's first time a black man. That's the first time ever. I mean, there's other black men that have run. Don't get me wrong, but that's a big deal with all the racism and the problems and the slavery and the whole bit. Women have never had that. They had suffrage. That was a long time ago. But the fact of the matter is they're CEOs all the time. It doesn't have that stigma. But just like with Obama, I'm over it. Congratulations, yes, but I'm not going to fawn. All right, hey, cool. Make a mention of it once, maybe twice. But you don't have to say it 5, 6, 7, 8 times in a broadcast, because it's absolutely ludicrous. By making such a big stink, and this is where I have my problem, by making such a big stink over somebody being a certain gender or certain race, you dilute the importance of their achievement. And I'll explain to you why. It's like saying, I want to be treated equal because I have a handicap. There's a lot of people that are like this. I have a handicap, I have a disability, so I want to be treated equally. Or I need you to treat my child equally. Okay, we're going to treat him just like everybody else. Well, wait a minute, you can't do that. You can't do that because he's got a disability. He needs special treatment. But whoa. Which is it? Does he want special treatment? Or does he want him to be treated like everybody else? Barack Obama, do you want to be treated just like any other candidate, so we ignore race? Or do you want to use race? Oh, you want to use race. Oh, I get it. Your people want to use, liberals want to use race. The libercrats, they want to use race. Mm-hmm. I get it. I understand. So you really don't want to be treated equal. You want to be treated equal to a point. Hillary Clinton, we're going to treat you just like any other candidate. You can't go. Rick Lazio walked up to her and it was a threat. You can't because she's a woman. Whoa. I want to treat you equally. Oh, to a point. Oh, I see. So you're not really equal. You're just kind of pretending to be equal. You're equal as long as you can take advantage of the difference. See, that's a big problem. That's a big issue that I have with Hillary Clinton and the libocracy that's out there. It's terrible. I was over it. Congratulations. One or two mentions, good. Hillary Clinton, done. We all knew she was going to be the nominee. I mean, and I also would be more impressed with the nomination. if she hadn't had it stolen, if it hasn't been stolen from Bernie Sanders. The DNC was working against Sanders. They cheated, basically. They cheated. So she didn't earn this either. It was given to her. Once again, Hillary Clinton. Her campaign should be, Hillary Clinton, I didn't earn it. Because everything she's gotten was given to her. I saw one person on Twitter say, she's accomplished more before 30 than most people in a lifetime. Has she? Really? The most people? I beg to differ. They're overinflating her importance. And again, Bill Clinton. If it wasn't for Bill, she wouldn't have anything today. I'm Hillary Clinton, and I can't do it by myself. I can't earn anything. That's the truth. The DNC nomination had to be given to her. The Democratic nomination had to be given to her. Because, according to them, it was her time. It was her time. Like it was Obama's time. And look what happened with that. You don't elect somebody because it's their time, because they look a certain way. You elect them because they can do the job. McCain was not the greatest candidate in the world. Far from it. You weren't going to shake the 2 years of destruction that the DNC propagandist media threw all over George Bush and the liberals heaped upon George Bush and the Democrats. You're not going to, especially because Bush didn't fight back, as I discussed before. Bush didn't fight back. I lost respect there. You have to fight back against these clowns. But let them say what they want to say. Or let them say, history will speak for itself. History will speak for itself. Will it? Who controls history? Liberal schools control history. You're not going to get real history books. You're not. You have a couple people out there who write books that are accurate. But in a school, they're just going to load up textbooks with propaganda. And they're going to try to teach these empty-headed kids a bunch of nonsense that they're going to believe. And then I have to unteach it. So, that's where we stand. Hillary Clinton is the nominee. Congratulations to her. She didn't earn it. It was given to her by the DNC. Her whole career was basically based on Bill Clinton riding his coattails, being the doting wife. That's the truth. You don't want to agree, that's fine. But the fact matter is, it is what it is. So, end of the first broadcast for New Independence Network. And have a good day. I'll see you next time.